Heading up to by Winter Park right now. So unfortunately, because I guess there's wildfires, it's pretty hazy here, which is super disappointing. It's just gonna be maybe 2 nights there, I hope. It works out because I have a package to pick up which has been delayed, which is an annoyance of road life and receiving packages. Elevation 11,307 feet. It's not where we're stopping, but just wanted to pull through and take a look. Yeah, see over there? You can see how hazy it is. Bummer. We didn't actually camp where I had planned. I was just turning down other forest roads before the spot where I had planned to camp and came across a spot that wasn't too shabby. Yeah, pretty worn out, and I wanted to get the bike out and organize. I've been sleeping the last couple nights with the bike in here, and things get a little bit crazy when I do that. So the highway's up that way. There's a couple camping spots that way. This is probably the prime spot right here. If they leave, I will probably take their spot. The river is, there's like creek that runs right there. And you get a lot of shade in that particular spot. And I'm at the end of this cul-de-sac, or whatever you want to call it. And the river, the little creek runs back that way, so I can get to it down that side thing. And then there's another spur of the creek by my camper I'll show you. That elk? Must be elk poop. I don't recognize it. Okay, so from where I'm camped, I have a little fire pit there. And then I'm sandwiched between, there's the creek over there that runs along there, and that seems like that's more the main creek. And then over on the side here, I have this cute little creek too. Hobbs got very lucky. So he got an adaptable collar and like a spray thing, which is supposed to be calming. We'll see if it works. Giving it a try. And then I also got him this kind of like, he loves his chili penguin, which I freeze, but it takes up so much space in the freezer. So I got him this separate freezable thing. So this is his chili penguin, and I usually put this in the freezer. It's stained because I put pumpkin in it. I put water and pumpkin or chicken broth or bone broth, whatever, something like that in it, and I freeze it. He had that last night, so I'm not going to do that today. Today we're going to try this, and this has a separate little container that I can freeze and put in from the backside, screw the cap on, and then he can lick the frozen thing here. And then this thing is so bulky just to make sure it doesn't tip over, which I like. So I like that because the cup that I'm freezing is that size versus having to stick this whole penguin in the freezer. Really, really, really enjoys having something frozen to snack on. And additionally, I've been giving him that chili penguin when I leave him, so it only lasts like maybe 10 minutes and it's done, but at least it takes off the initial anxiety of when he's left, because he's got his focus on the chili penguin. Better get on your spot. He said, wait, what happened to the penguin? He said, what is that business? Huh? You better sit. Back up. Sit. Can't do hand signals while I'm... Sit down. He only knows sign language there. Or you really got to yell at him. Okay, I don't want to put it on your paw because it's so heavy. Come on, put your paw up. Get this paw up. There you go. Okay. Winner, chicken dinner. Oh, what do we have here? Is that a Hobbes? You so cute. You a happy guy, huh? Trying to get him to get up to go out. thinks it's real fun. Hey, hobbies. Oh, I don't know what's wrong. He doesn't feel good. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning. He doesn't look good. He doesn't feel good. These are like my worst nightmare moments. Can't stand this. I don't know what to do. Really shaky. He did go out. He went pee. He even pooped and his poop looked good. And then just stood there. Traveling's tough. Not having a vet, you can just call up real quick. I just never know what to do. He got sick like this. He got super sick in Arizona, but that was from eating dirt and rocks. And then in Nevada, he got super sick, which we thought he ate something, like somebody's roach or something off the ground. He's super sick and shaky, but now I'm wondering, because I took him to the emergency vet there too. But this is a lot like that. He's super shaky, and I know he didn't get into anything because he went out like around 9 p.m. for his final outing, and he literally, like, I had him on his leash and I had my headlamp on, and he just went over to a bush, took a whiz, and then just turned to come back into the camper. So I know he didn't get into anything, and that was like at 9 o'clock, and now it's like 5 something. This is like the toughest part, because for me to get to a vet, it's like, it's gonna take me like an hour, maybe more, to get packed up, load up the motorcycle, break down my tent and everything, and then I'm over an hour from a vet as well. And it would be an emergency vet because it's weekend. It's just super tricky because in a couple hours he could be way worse, or he could be totally fine. I will say, like, I am notorious with my last dog for just rushing her to the vet if she sneezed funny. That's like my MO. I just panic because they can't tell you what's wrong, and I don't like them uncomfortable. So my instinct right now is like to just go to the vet. But I also hear my mom, who would tell me to just chill out. Like, most of these things resolve themselves, and to not panic. Because the last time I did the emergency vet too, by the time we actually got in, he was back to normal. It was ridiculous. Like, so I paid a small fortune, feeling a little better. It's been about an hour and a half. He just rolled over on his side. I feel better than him curled up in a ball and shaking. His shaking seems a little like it's subsided. I always just feel so helpless when a dog doesn't feel good. Did you just wag your tail at me? Oh, you're looking back to good. Kind of. Oh, hoppies. Oh, you have me so worried. Are you feeling a little bit better? You look a lot better, Bubba. Yeah. Yeah, you wagged your tail at me. Rough morning, huh? Such a rough morning. You look pretty good, though. Yeah, you look great. Should we get up and feed you? You must be starving. Oh, do I get the smooches? Thank you. I get the smooches. You gonna smooch them too? Oh, you so sweet. It's official. He's back to normal. 5 hours later. See, now if I weren't here, he has no situational awareness, this guy. If I weren't here, he would just roll right off the bed. He's done that. So that's why I always have to put him inland. Van life reality. So this is how I'm spending my Saturday night, because, you know, it's so lively in van life on a Saturday night. But I'm defrosting my fridge freezer. And actually the back wall of the fridge is also frozen. So I'm gonna have to take everything out and scrape the top part of the back wall under where the freezer compartment is. So got a fun evening ahead of me. Shouldn't take me that long to do that since I'm done with the freezer, but take me more time to pull everything out and put it back in than to actually scrape it. So that is the frozen back wall of my fridge. I think that's the worst it's ever been. It is possible sometimes this door, if I stuff too much stuff in there, I can't shut it all the way. I think it's shut, but it isn't, and I think that is how that happened. There you go. The carnage. Stuff like this is gross. It's like full of poop. And then they dug poop holes everywhere, pooped in them, left them. That's what gets places blocked off. Garbage, water bottles everywhere. I'll probably pick up some things, but I can only take so much, and it's so pretty back here. Such a shame to trash it. So pretty back here. Awesome. So this spot down here is pretty nice too. I was gonna move, somebody was here when I pulled in, and then they moved that day, and I was gonna move down here. It's right on the water. I didn't, and then a big group came in and they posted up right at the open space at the end of this one, so I was kind of glad I didn't come down here since they were shooting guns, which I don't have a problem with that, but there isn't a good spot to shoot them around here. So I do have a problem with that. But right on the water, so pretty. There's this puddle here, which isn't a big deal. I don't need to drive through it, but I was worried about the skeeters being worse here because of that puddle, which they probably are. And Hobbes is like, let's go in the puddle. And I'm like, hey, Hobbes, how about not? Hobbies. One of their few open toilets. From what I can tell, they like set up their privacy tent, dug a hole, just pooped in it, removed their tent, and left. It's pretty gross. I have been picking up some of their other stuff, like plastic bottles and stuff. Little factoid, what's the thing I miss most about living in sticks and bricks? Showers. Used to wash my hair every single day, and a lot of people say that's bad for your hair. Doesn't matter. Like, loved having my shower every single day. And yeah, that does not happen on the road. But today was a shower day, and it feels glorious. Appreciate the little things in life, like taking a shower. So I am in the process of getting all packed up right now and getting the bike loaded and all that. Just had to take Hobbes out for a bit. He gets so nervous when I'm packing up. So figured I'd get him out of the van and do a little walk around. And it's a nice place to camp with the sound of the creek right there. So I got my bike all queued up, ramps up, so I just gotta get it into the van. Okay, so I got the bike in. I've officially made a mess in here. I gotta get everything tidied up, put all my stuff back where it goes. And then that's my winch, where I have my winch. that I used to get the bike in, so seal up all that stuff. And yeah, and then I'll be ready to roll. I've been trying to not load the bike at night. That way the bike's not in here all night. And then Hobbes and I have more space. However, tomorrow we have to go into town and I have to grocery shop and pick some stuff up and run some errands. And unfortunately, the next few days it's supposed to be in the mid-90s, which stinks because so Hobbs like panics if he's in the back. So I've been letting him stay in the front seat so he's okay for at least like 15-20 minutes up front before he starts to worry. I set up my cameras and watch. And but the catch is the front, because you know, windshield, windows, all that, the climate control is the worst possible place in the van. It's literally like on a hot day it's going to be like 15 degrees cooler in the back than up there, but that's where he wants to be. That's where he's the most content. So I'm trying my best to leave him up there. That way we can keep working up in increments how long he'll stay alone if he's comfortable. So tomorrow we're gonna break camp around 5:30 in the morning. Not looking forward to that, but we're gonna break camp at around 5:30 in the morning, and that way we can get to the grocery stores open super early, so I can get to the grocery stores first, I've got 2 grocery stores to go to, knock them both out before even 8 o'clock, and then at 8 some others I got to do Harbor Freight and a couple other spots, and those will be open. And then I hope to be done by like 9 or so, because it's already supposed to be up in the 80s by like 9. So that's kind of my cutoff, but I think it's doable as long as I break camp around 5:30. So needless to say, I did not want to be loading the bike at 5 o'clock in the morning. So it's loaded tonight, which is fine. We'll work around it. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so I gotta clean up some stuff, otherwise we're not gonna have anywhere to sleep, and should be good to go. The things I do for you, hombre. Yeah, you better wag that tail, huh? You better be wagging that tail at me. Yeah, you're worth it, huh? Yeah, you ready to roll tomorrow? Pretty nervous today, huh? You always get nervous when I'm packing up. Be nervous tomorrow, but we'll be done early. How'd you get to be so cute, little guy? Oh, big sigh, 'cause it's so tough, huh? Good night, Papa.